Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about a new update on Lewis Hamilton, what left Mercedes shocked at pre-season testing, as well as more of Adrian Newey's comments on his new Aston Martin. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on Instagram and X at James's Pit Lane. I'll leave links in the description. But let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Aston Martin, and as we know, there's been a lot of anticipation around its 2026 car, given it's the first designed by Adrian Newey, who joined Aston Martin in March 2025 and has been purely focused on designing this year's car. Now, when the AMR26 eventually left the garage in Barcelona, it definitely turned heads with its aggressive sidepod design, as well as its engine cover and airbox setup. And now Newey has opened up on the design process of the AMR26, with him saying there's been quite a few features that haven't necessarily been done before. Newey said in an interview with Aston Martin, "I never look at any of my designs as aggressive. I just get on with things and pursue what we feel is the right direction. The direction we've taken could certainly be interpreted as aggressive. It's got quite a few features that haven't necessarily been done before. Does that make it aggressive? Possibly, possibly not. The car is tightly packaged, much more tightly packaged than I believe has been attempted at Aston Martin before. This has required a very close working relationship with the mechanical designers to achieve the aerodynamic shapes that we wanted. But I have to say that all the mechanical designers here have really embraced that philosophy. It hasn't made their life easy, quite the opposite, but they've really risen to the challenge." Now, on the subject of that Barcelona shakedown, Mercedes have been surprised about how reliable cars were during that test. As we know, in 2026, it's brand new regulations around the power unit and the chassis, and while the last time there was an engine change in 2014, pre-season testing did not go as planned. However, things were much better at the Barcelona shakedown, with GP fans saying that teams at last week's shakedown managed more than 400 kilometers each on average on day one, which is almost 8 times as much as the 2014 test, and moreover, a total of 3 teams on day one of the 2026 test exceeded the day one mileage from all the teams in 2014 on their own. So yeah, cars doing a lot better in 2026 than what they were in 2014. And now, speaking at the Mercedes 2026 launch, Mercedes technical director James Allison has spoken of his surprise at reliability during that Barcelona shakedown, with him saying, as quoted by GP fans, "I think the biggest thing that surprised us, and I'm guessing it's true also for our competitors, has been the really quite astonishing level of reliability that we've seen up and down the grid. With everything new as it is, I think it would have been reasonable to expect this first shakedown test to have been just a symphony of red flags and smoking vehicles, but that really hasn't happened, and in fact, for the most part, the reliability of these cars has been absolutely comparable, in some cases better than last year's winter testing, with things that were far more mature and which were very well understood. So that has definitely been a surprise to us, a welcome surprise, and I hope that means that we can go into the new season just concentrating on the racing, rather than trying to keep everything held together with baling wire and sticking tape." But let's move on to Lewis Hamilton, and as we know, he'll be looking to bounce back in 2026, following a difficult year with Ferrari in 2025, which was his first with the team. I mean, the team did not produce the best car last year, and Ferrari ended up finishing 4th in the constructors' standings after nearly winning the title in 2024. And Hamilton more recently has been sending out more positive signals that Ferrari have delivered a competitive package for 2026, and believes Ferrari have had a better start to F1 pre-season testing than last year. So yeah, that's positive for Hamilton, and going into 2026, there have been changes for Hamilton as well. For example, his former race engineer Riccardo Ademi has been moved into a new role at Ferrari, meaning Hamilton is going to get a new race engineer in 2026. And now Daily Mail Sport has revealed that Hamilton has parted company with Mark Hines ahead of the upcoming Formula 1 season. Basically, Hines was chief executive of Project 44, Hamilton's management company, from 2015 to 2021, and was brought back to oversee Hamilton's racing logistics at Ferrari after the pair first went their separate ways 5 years ago in an amicable split. But Daily Mail Sports say it's understood that Hines has taken up a new role with the US-based Cadillac team that joined the grid in 2026. with the Daily Mail going on to say whether Heinz remains involved in any aspects of Hamilton's affairs remains to be seen, but this development represents a significant break from Heinz's previous heavy involvement with the driver. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.